So, Guild Wars 2. You want to play? That's good. Always good to have new players, but how do you even start? So I saw some people start the game recently, and my wife started not that long ago, and I sort of remember some of the things that when I first started, and there's some really simple things, some really good guides online, especially once you get going in the game, especially with build and solving certain things in the game, and a lot of the detail is out there. But there's a lot of times I just wanted to put some few things together for those really simple things. I remember when I started the game, I thought, why didn't someone tell me about this? I have something in the inventory or something. What do I do with this? I don't even know what to do here. And people say, oh, why didn't you click the button? You could have been doing this all the time. I didn't know about the button. I didn't know about this. And I wonder, I thought, there's just some really simple tips, and you're never going to cover them all, but just getting through that first hour sometimes, just a few little tips, and I thought, put something together. So I thought we'd start simple, maybe do a little series, keep them short, and I remember when I first started, even just downloading the game. What do I download? It's been around for a long time. It's now free to play. I didn't even know that when I first got into it. I bought to play, and that was fine, but I could have, if you don't know if it's the sort of game you want to play, you might not have enough PvP, you might not like the world versus world, you might not like the cooperative sort of play main game, because it is a very cooperative game. It is the friendliest game, I think, ever. Everyone gets together, they all help each other. The game mechanics are all about that, and but you can still essentially download the free game. You can then upgrade later. The free game does all of the base game. You've got you're limited to 2 character slots. I think you've got to be up to level 10 before you can get into cities. But otherwise, you can play the total game. But there are pros and cons to the buy for play or free to play model. So, but essentially, do download. Let's go to the web page. You can go to the web page. It's pretty simple. You can just go download. It'll bring up the download. You download it, install like any other program, and you're playing it. It's completely free, and like I say, you are limited to 2 characters for a start, but you can play right up to level up a character. There's people, I'm sure there are people still playing that are just playing on the total free account. You see them sometimes running around on level 80, and they don't have any of the things beyond level 80. They're just playing probably on a completely free account. So that is an option, and the beauty about that is this is a free account I created. I think I created about a year ago. I haven't done anything with because I've got on another account, but this is on my Gmail, and I think it's about a year old. And I took him up to level 12, and that's as far as I went. I just wanted to see what the free account was and you can just click on there. You've always got the ad there. They want you to obviously buy the game. You open that up, and it will give you your upgrade options. So there are advantages to buy the game. Once you buy the game, it opens up your daily rewards, which means every day you log on, you'll get all sorts of little goodies in some sort of in-game currencies like laurels and whatnot, and materials and whatnot. So you do get some rewards for logging on every day, tomes of knowledge that help you upgrade characters, and you can also do your daily. They have a daily events or quests or whatever, so you can do them every day, and you get 2 gold really easy just by doing the dailies, and it's well worth it. So if you've got if you do it from this method, so later on you play it, you think this is great. Oh yeah, I'll buy that. You can buy the Heart of Thorns is the original. That's the one that brought in gliding, so you can actually glide through the air, as well as some specializations for your various characters. Specializations for the professions. I don't know what they call this. Professions, and then of course, the Path of Fire brought in mounts where you could ride on a mount, raptors and bunnies and whatnot, so you can get around the world faster, jump, and the beauty about it too, it's got with a bit of training, so you've got to complete the storyline, but you complete the storyline, you can, and some collections, and you can get a griffin, which allows you to glide as well. So if you're only going to buy one, Path of Fire is probably the one. The maps are a bit better, bigger and better, and you've got mounts. So it's probably the way to go. And of course, you can get both for a discount if you're buying them both. I think this is the price at the moment anyway. So you've got options to do it from going from a free account, going to that, and that opens up your dailies, opens up a lot of things like that. So it's still the same game, it just expands on that, and it gives you the masteries, which allow you to progress even beyond level 80, way beyond level 80. And these masteries, to level 80 sort of, I always see like level 80 is a tutorial. You get up to level 80 and then you can really start the game, and after that everyone gets to level 80. That's the limit. It doesn't have above level 80. After that you have masteries, what they call masteries, and you add points on that. On top of that, those masteries are across all your characters on your account. It's account wide, so you bring up a new character, those masteries are already done on that character, which means you can start a brand new character. I'm thinking, oh, I'm going to start a new character. That character can use mounts and gliding from day one. So because you've already unlocked them on the other character, it makes it really easy for running a new character. So that is the option from there. But of course there are pros for, if we go back here, there are advantages too by, I think it's down here somewhere, say doing something like where is it? Just getting it, well, that's the same. That there is exactly the same as what you get in the upgrade from the free version. This is like buying it in advance. Which is what I did when I bought mine. Although I bought at the time it was only Heart of Thorns. So I bought Heart of Thorns and I bought Path of Fire when it came out later. But essentially you buy this and it gets you the same thing. It gives you Path of Fire with all the mounts and all that cool stuff in the maps, and it also gives you a max level boost, as does the other one, pretty sure. So it means if you get up to level 60 or 50, 40 even, and you know the character, you feel like you know it, but you want to just boost up, it gives you all of the gear you need to sort of survive top level. Basic gear you'll need to upgrade a little bit later on, but it gives you basic survivable gear. Level up character, so you can level your character up, or you can just keep going that character, level up, and use this to level up a totally new character, because leveling up once you get used to it isn't that hard. We'll probably cover that later in one of the videos later, but so that'll boost up another character, and it's but if you go to the deluxe, essentially there's not a lot more in the deluxe, but it's certainly not things there. My dog's having a drink. She's a licky. He'll be jingling away. That's what a jingling is. These are things you can get later. Identity repair kit is something you can get. These are all things you can get with gems later, which is a in-game, like it's a currency. That's real money currency in the game. Gold is more the in-game currency, and gems are what you purchase for real money. Although there is a conversion factor between the two, which can be a little bit one-sided. It's in their favour. So it gives you an additional character slot. Look, you're going to need that sometime. If you, I think you get 5 character slots. You will get an additional character slots where it comes in handy. You can buy them later with gems, and you are going to need gems eventually. Probably you will need like bank slots. There's only a limited number of bank slots in your bank, and you soon fill them up. As far as materials go, if you're storing materials like all your leathers and your metals and all that sort of material, you've got a fair bit of room for that sort of thing. You're allowed 250 stacks of every item that's available in the game, so your materials are no problem, although even that you might want to expand with gems to 500 or even more if you're doing a lot of crafting, so you can expand that way. But your actual bank, where you're putting other things that aren't materials, is fairly limited, so you're probably going to need gems to upgrade that. So now the Lily of the Elon Permanent Pass is something I love, but it's not something you really have to have. It gives you access to a nice little area that has all your crafting and your banks and your all that sort of thing. These are things you get in the game anyway. Like if you go into the cities, all your crafting, your banks, your everything, because we've got all your crafting stations and your banks and your vendors and all that sort of thing is all available in all your major cities and various villages everywhere. But the Lily gives you a nice little pass. You can put that pass in your inventory, double click on it, it'll take you straight there. It makes it nice and easy. It's a cool little thing to have. It's something you don't have to have. You can get others in the game later. You can't get that one. It's exclusive to this sort of deal, but you can get other passes which do the same sort of thing. That is a cool thing to have. But not necessary. Like I say, you can just pay the absolute minimum, and most of these things you can pick up later. The Sunspear outfit I think is exclusive too, but it's I don't like it anyway. It's fairly ordinary. It's just a little outfit you can put over your clothes, and it just makes you look good even when you're wearing rubbish. So that's an option. And of course the Ultimate here version is the same thing. Gives you 4,000 gems, which is good value because you get $50 of the value. The gems are about, like I say, $10 for 800, I think. So you get $50. So if you look at the prices, you know, for 54 there and 79, so you're getting $50 on top of your 54. So instead of $104, it's costing you $80. So yeah, it's cheaper to buy the gems that way than to buy them later. And 4,000 gems honestly doesn't go a long way. That would get you maybe increased materials to 500 and maybe 2 or 3 bank slots. It doesn't give you a lot, but that's probably enough to really set you up fairly well for a while. You don't need to buy a lot of things with the gems. Gems are mostly cosmetic things. Fortunately, there's a few boosts you can buy, repair capsules, but the game is fairly safe. You know, if you do get damaged, you can repair. You die, no big deal. We'll go into that later with the dying. It's not a big deal, but it is handy sometimes to have a healing, like a restore your armor if you're in the middle of a storyline or something and you don't want to have to restart the instance. But most of the time out in the world, you get damaged, just go repair at the nearest interval somewhere. It's no big deal. Most of the gems are nice clothes, skins for your mount, skins for your weapons or whatnot, and like I say, bank slots, extra character slots, that sort of thing. So you will pick up a few gems, but it's all voluntary. That's the thing. There's no the game. You don't have to pay subscription. You don't have to pay anything else. If you want to give them money, fine. You give them some money, and they'll accept that money quite graciously. But it's up to you how much you spend on the game, and you can spend it a bit, but you don't need to. It's not like, you know, some games you just feel like you have to pour money into them to just go anywhere. It's not like the games that you've got to buy this gems or you can't level up or something like that. It's just none of that rubbish. It's just extras. It's just icing. So that's pretty much, you've really got a choice. Are you going to buy just, you know, you're going to just, buy to play or free to play and then upgrade? That's really your options, and it really doesn't matter which way you go. You might miss out on something like the Lily Pass. You're not going to, it's not going to be catastrophic if you go one way over the other. And at most, you think, oh, I end up buying these gems that cost me $40, $50. I wished I would have bought the Ultimate Pack and I would have got those $50 worth of gems for, you know, $30. And you'll go, oh, well. You know, but it's sometimes easier to say, well, I've got that $30 now. I didn't have $80 then, but I can probably spend $20 every couple of months. So it's really up to you. So you buy it, you download it, and you play it, and so once it's installed, the first thing it'll come up with is something like the region, like it'll be North America or Europe, or maybe it's got an Asian region. I'm on the North American region, even though I'm in Australia. I can't remember why. Maybe it's only got a North American region. In the end, that's really, if you've got friends playing and you want to be in the same region as them, pick the same region. Like, ask your friends if they're playing. If you've got friends playing, you probably don't need this video, of course. But if you've got someone that you know is playing, find out what region they're in. There is then servers. I don't think the servers matter as much as they used to. Servers used to be an issue, but I think they can transfer between. But anyway, so you find out the server if you can. Like Sea of Sorrows, that's what I was on. I picked Sea of Sorrows because my daughter was on Sea of Sorrows, and but I think there is also, once you buy the game, you can upgrade that or change that if you need to. So that's not a big deal. And then once you get up through that, you get your server on, you get to the character selection screen, which is an entire video on its own. I think that's where I was stuck for a while, and I think there's a lot of things there that seem difficult and really can hold you up, and they really shouldn't, because it's really a lot of things that really don't matter. You can just do what you want, and there's only a couple of things that really matter, and you can get really bound up. So we'll cover that in another video.